From the pages of the WWF Royal Rumble, 1992, official souvenir program, 40 pages of bombastic kayfabe chaos, merch stuffed madness and a patriotic pyro, exploding off the page like Hulk Hogan's biceps during a promo in front of Old Glory. This wasn't just a program, it was a full throttle red, white, and blue propaganda missile aimed squarely at your 10-year-old heart, convincing you that professional wrestling was more than, sport, more than entertainment. Oh, it was destiny, brother. Released to commemorate one of the most pivotal pay-per-views in WWF history. This glossy battleground of ink and adrenaline told you who the heroes were, who the villains were, and why everything was on the line inside that ring. The first 10 pages are a fever dream of Coliseum video hype and fan club evangelism. You can't see this footage anywhere else, they scream, hyping over 2 hours of exclusive content that promised to melt your VCR. But it was the fan club pitch that truly slammed into your soul, like a warrior clothesline, duffel bags, keychains, digital watches, autographed prints from the holy trinity of Hogan, Savage, and Sid, and a cassette tape featuring the voices of your favorite superstars. This was more than merch. It was your ticket to kayfabe citizenship. The editorial staff list reads like Titan Sports, Mount Rushmore, with names like Howard Finkel and Bob Nover, ensuring that even the credits felt legendary. Turn the page, and it's time for the Rumble Rundown, an electric preview of the most unpredictable match in WWF history, now with the vacant WWF Championship hanging in the balance. 30 men, one ring, no friends, no mercy. Entrants would draw numbers from 1 to 30, with Hulk Hogan and The Undertaker, due to the controversy surrounding their recent title exchanges, guaranteed a draw from the coveted Final 10. And as if that wasn't enough, the undercard was stacked with gold-on-the-line grudge matches, Legion of Doom versus Natural Disasters, Bret Hart versus the Mountie, and the New Foundation versus the Orient Express. Every match mattered. Every second could shift the course of WWF history. As we dive into the heart of the program, we meet the warriors of this squared circle saga in their full kayfabe glory. Ric Flair, the self-proclaimed Real World's champion, is presented as the invading aristocrat hell-bent on proving his superiority in a land of muscle and madness. Sid Justice emerges as the wild card, a maniacal mix of power and unpredictability. Randy Savage is chasing vengeance against Jake the Snake Roberts, his eyes full of madness, his heart still burning for Elizabeth. And then there's Hulk Hogan, larger than life, dripping in Americana, carrying the burden of immortality on bronze shoulders. His promos may have been nonsense, but in this program he's a demigod in red and yellow. The pages are flooded with WWF branded merchandise that dared kids everywhere to beg their parents into submission. Bret Hitman Heart Plush Bears, Sergeant Slaughter helmets, Legion of Doom party packs, Intercontinental foam belts, and Hulk Hogan baseball gloves, each item more absurdly glorious than the last. Only $13.95 becomes a mantra as the catalog offers you the chance to transform your bedroom into a Madison Square Garden fever dream. You didn't just watch the WWF, you wore it, slept in it, played with it, and carried it to school. Then comes the kids' corner where coloring books and makeup kits blurred the line between fantasy and full-blown obsession. And want to body slam your homework? Here's your duffel bag. Want to dropkick your birthday party into another dimension? Here's the WWF Superstar Party Pack. These weren't just products. They were personality pieces, transforming you into a little Hulkster, a mini Macho Man, or an honorary member of the Bushwhackers. And speaking of those wild New Zealanders, they get their moment too, featured in a match against the Beverly Brothers, serving up chaos with a side of comedy. As we approach the end, this program doubles down on storyline warfare. Slaughter and Duggan, dubbed the American Connection, unite to bring righteous fury to the Nasty Boys. "We're going to bring the war to you," Dugan bellows through the page, as if challenging Saddam Hussein and Brian Knobs in the same breath. The Legion of Doom, snarling and soaked in menace, promise to dismantle the natural disasters brick by brick, pound by pound. You fit the category of sick, Animal growls, and word of the cure. It's comic book chaos meets locker room warfare, and every line is delivered with the blood pumping conviction. And then, silence. The program ends not with a whisper, but with the unspoken promise of war. No spoilers, no results. Just the looming reality that anything could happen, and everything would. The Royal Rumble 1992 wasn't just a show, it was a coronation, a clash of titans, a reshuffling of the WWF cosmos. And this program? This was your sacred text, your guide to mayhem, your proof that yes, wrestling was real, and it was spectacular.